Shannon, what's your reaction?
I'm disappointed because it looks like to me the Grizzlies are trying to scapegoat this man into their season not being what they thought it would be. Skip, I'm a firm believer. What type of environment you have, especially if it's sports related, you either coach a behavior or you condone a behavior.
Yeah,
now, which is it, Taylor Jenkins? Because when they were chirping last year, and they started this last year, you didn't say anything. The organization did not get this under control. And you thought it was cute because you went in a couple of games and like, oh, the Grizzlies, they're young and they're up and coming, and they just chirping. And everybody let them chirp, let them talk. Now you come up short of your expectations, and now you want to place all this at Dillon Brooks' feet. Nah, Dillon Brooks is the least of your problems. You know what the problem is, but y'all won't say that out loud. There was another bigger problem that circulated the latter part of this season.
It did.
But y'all put that on Dillon Brooks. Dillon Brooks said what he said. But don't nobody talk more than Ja. Go to the games and see. He was the one that every time he do something this, he can't effing guard me. Get him out of here. You coach it or you condone it. Now you want to place this at this man's feet. Now, Sean reported that they offered him an extension, but he wants more of a role.
Early this year.
Early this year.
Yes.
But he wants more of a role that shows I can do more than what you're asking me to do.
Okay.
Because it's going to be Ja, rightfully so. And then it goes either Desmond Bane, Triple J, Desmond Bane. But whatever the case may be, Dillon Brooks says I'm only going to be the fourth option. And then y'all grit your teeth every time I shoot a shot. But y'all want me to guard LeBron. Y'all want me to guard Steph Curry. Y'all want me to guard KD, Book, whomever the case may be. But when I shoot the ball, y'all rolling your eyes. This is some bull jive. They didn't lose to the Lakers because of Dillon Brooks said what he said. That's not why you lost. And even if that was the case, you mean to tell me you let this get out? Oh, we not re-signing this man under any circumstances? Really? So y'all do the man like that. Now, there ain't no question that the man played. He played as hard as he could. I believe he's getting as much as he can out of his God-given ability. He believes he can do more on the offensive end. Okay, hopefully he goes somewhere, gets that opportunity. We see Mikal Bridges, when all of a sudden he's not the third option, he's the first option. Look at his scoring numbers.
I don't think this guy can do that.
Okay. But I'm just saying, he says, let me see. Skip, if I fail, let me fail on my own. Don't you hold me back. If I can't swim, I can't swim. But if you got your hand on my head holding me underwater, you talking about, come on. No. That's some bull jive. That's some bull jive. Yeah, he said it. Yeah, he talk a lot. And he doesn't have the game to back it up. But Skip, they shouldn't have had to do this man like this. That mean he deserved better than that. But the bigger issue you got is still there.
Yeah, he is. And on that, I wholly agree.
Y'all don't want to talk about that, the real reason or what's really going on. But I ain't saying nothing. But it ain't Dillon Brooks.
Okay. Bingo. Concur. You also could be very right about your Dillon Brooks point. I do like the gist of what you're saying because it does feel scapegoaty to me. It's like, well, somebody's got to pay for this. How about him?
Yeah, exactly.
Because he's
low-hanging fruit.
He's expendable.
He is.
All right. I will say, though, there was the ESPN report, middle of this series, that said they had tried to get rid of him at the trade deadline. So I don't know about this, but the point is the point. What do you always say about production and tolerance?
Yes.
All of a sudden...
Production is high, so is tolerance.
Okay.
Tolerance will never be higher than production.
All right. So all of a sudden, he became a little more trouble than he was worth to them.
Right.
And it was an easy swing of the axe, actually. You know, they just said, okay, he's gone.
Right.
And we're going to make a big deal out of it because it's a good PR move for the organization. We cut bait with him.
Skip, if somebody's a free agent and you don't re-sign them, you can just automatically assume, well, they really didn't want that person, considering they own his bird rights, and they can sign him, give him an extra year, and give him more money than another team. Skip, but this notion, think about it, Skip, what they said, under any circumstances, so if all the other free agents get swiped up,
that's what
ain't no chance of you coming back here. Really? That man, so y'all despise that man. If that man is that responsible for what transpired in Memphis this year. So where was he? Was he in that car when that beam came out? Well, I didn't see him doing no IG Live. You see that? I didn't hear no stories about him fighting some high school kid. Do you hear that?
I didn't hear that.
So what role did that play? None?
Also, I still I cannot figure out how Ja got reinstated so quickly. They played that one beautiful.
What about the security guard at the Foot Locker?
That's another one.
So I'm just trying.
There were all kinds of.
But Dillon Brooks' name was never brought up into that.
No, he had.
But you blame him because he said LeBron. Yeah, I disagree. Do I believe he should have said that? No, I believe you could compete without being disrespectful. Okay, that's another argument for another day.
Yeah.
But to scapegoat the man, Skip, and to say under no circumstances.
Okay. I still remain offended that he would have the audacity to go after LeBron James like that.
Right.
After LeBron passed Kareem, became the all-time leading scorer. I'm not even the big LeBron fan like you are, but it offended me because it was just flat out wrong. And I think the world knew it was wrong.
Right.
And he wouldn't back off it. And
well, he out there now, Skip.
Huh?
He out there now.
Okay,
Once you put it out there, Skip, you can't back off because what Skip gonna say? Hey, you said it. Stand on what you said.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Okay. So I look at Dillon Brooks' season this year. He averaged 14, 3, and 3, but he shot 39.6 from the floor, which is a career low. That's miserable for kind of a guy who plays sort of small forward, 2 guard,
right.
you know. And he shot from 3, 32.6. It's no good. And he's always been a decent free throw shooter. He was at 78%, but he's not a 90% free throw shooter. Okay, so then for the playoffs, he winds up shooting 31% from the floor. It's horrendously bad. From 3, he was 23.8%, obviously career playoff low. And it's so bad that it makes you expendable. It might you could be right about he's been scapegoated, but you can't defend any.
No.
You can't say, well, wait a second, he did that. No, he didn't do anything.
It's well within their rights to want to move on from a player. But you don't. But I don't believe you got to try to embarrass the man on the way out.
Yeah,
under no circumstances will he be rejoining us.
Okay, but Dillon's problem was he spoke himself out of existence. He loved the spotlight that he created, but then it burned him up.
Skip, but you're making it seem like when they were doing all this chirping last year, he was averaging 25.
No, he wasn't.
This is what he's been averaging. And he was chirping, and they were chirping, and Ja, and Desmond Bain. Anybody, all you got to do is just go when the Grizzlies come to your city, watch them.
Okay, but who sets the tone for that?
Ja.
The best player sets the tone.
Yes.
No question.
And guess what? Tyler Jenkins condoned it. I'm not saying he coached it, but he condoned it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying, Skip, parents might not teach their kid to curse or to do certain things. But if you don't check them, you're condoning the said behavior. Yeah. So when he gets outside and he or she says something that embarrasses you, where do you think it came from? Okay. You should have checked it before.
Okay. The problem with Dillon Brooks is he's all bark and very little bite.
Yes.
At least Ja's got some bite to him. At least in that 1 4th quarter, he scored 24.
Had 45 in the game. And then he had another game where he had, game 5, Skip? He had 35 and he had 31 and 10.
Yes. Okay. So at least you can do that.
Yeah, but I'm saying, Skip, like you said, if he sets the template, the best player, they're going to follow your lead. Yep. So if Ja talking, they going to talk. So if you get it all under control, says, look, guys, that's not the manner in which we do things.
Yeah.
I mean, Skip, don't think like the Warriors don't be celebrating in people's face now. Steph is notorious for it.
He's notorious, but gets away.
Draymond be barking.
He does.
Clay,
he does.
You remember Clay was holding up the 4 rings in Devin Brooks' face? Devin Booker's face?
Yes, he was.
They talk.
Well, how about Jordan Poole last night on D-Lo? I'm not even sure what that was.
He's mimicking D-Lo.
Is he?
Yeah.
Is he? Is he doing? That's what D-Lo. I didn't even know what that was. So he's doing it right back to him.
Yeah.
Well, that's in your face, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, then D-Lo should have gone and done it to him when he missed the 3 to tie with 9 seconds left, right?
Yeah. But like I said, Skip, I just don't. Like I said, I ain't got no problem with Dillon Brooks. Skip, the guy plays hard. I will give him that. I believe he's maximized, especially on the defensive end. Now, he says he can do more offensively. That remains to be seen.
That's what
I do believe he's maximizing his ability on the defensive end.
And to his credit, during the regular season, he finished 20th in defensive win shares. That's pretty good when you're top 20. So he's 6'7". He does play hard.
Yes.
He couldn't guard LeBron, but not many people can guard LeBron.
That ain't no, hey, man, LeBron gave you 30. Okay, and?
Yeah. So Dillon Brooks said on his way out the door, I don't think I lost anything on the offensive end. I was just there for 3-and-D, shoot and play defense. I got way more to my game than that.
Right.
That's what he told the reporters Memphis Commercial Appeal.
Right.
So he's trying to campaign that somebody should give him a shot because he has more offensive game that he has been able to display alongside John, Desmond Bain, and on, all the other shooters, right?
But I think, Skip, somebody, I mean, well, how old is he? 26, 27? Somebody's going to give him
He's been
an
in
opportunity.
6 years. So
Somebody's going to give him an opportunity.
he's a second-round pick. I hope so.
I don't know if he'll get the opportunity to show that he can be a third option.
Yeah.
That's an awful lot because that's a big responsibility to be a third option. But I believe he deserves an opportunity. I believe he deserves an opportunity to go show someone. And maybe getting out of Memphis might be the best thing for him. Maybe it was the culture. Maybe that's the environment. He adopted the environment that he was in.
That's highly possible. So in the end, I hark back to all those days when Dillon Brooks was considered heart and soul of the Memphis Grizzlies. Like he was a driving force of theirs.
He was supposed to be what Draymond is for the Warriors.
That's a good
That's what he
analogy.
was supposed to be.
Right. And a little gray area, dirty, but Draymond can go in there too.
Yeah,
right?
but Draymond understands what he is offensively. Draymond ain't telling nobody, hey, man, y'all need to give me some shots.
Yeah.
Draymond is perfectly content to have 10 rebounds and 10 assists and 4 points.
Yep.
And play outstanding defense behind Steph and Klay.
Okay, so Zach Kleiman, their GM in Memphis, who was the executive of the year last season, says we are going to be very aggressive this offseason. So, okay, here we go. Let's see. How are you going to replace Dillon Brooks?
But he also says, they're going to clean up some of the things that they did.
No, it did. And Ja owns some of it, too. So let's see.
It's kind of hard, Skip, if I see you steal something to say, watch you put it in your pocket.
Yeah.
Oh, my bad, I'm going to put it back. Yeah, I saw you. You should put it back. Well, you should clean it up.
Yeah, okay.
There's a lot to clean up.
There's a lot.
It will be a busy offseason if the Grizzlies really want to be competitive next season. Guys, Dillon Brooks is 27 years old, and he's been with the Grizzlies since 2017, his whole professional career. So I think you're right, Skip. A change of scenery might be good for him.
But you remember, Skip, when Oregon beat Duke and Coach K pulled him, they was in the line, and Coach K said, you're a better player than that, son. You don't have to do that.
He did.
So, it's not like he changed.
Yeah. No, that's true. He did. No, that's a good point. He did
He is what he is.
Yep. Agreed.
Thanks for watching, Undisputed fans. Subscribe here to get the very latest from Skip and Shannon. Plus, go watch a few segments from our other shows on FS1.